Hi, everybody. It's your favorite girl, Elena, here to play your favorite water witch, Remy.
Hi, guys. My name is Kyle. I play Oswald.
Hi, I'm Britton, and I play Michael.
Hi, I'm Allie. I play River, and I will also be your game goddess. Let's get this show started. So last time, y'all are starting to realize, these Dreamweavers might be a little bit more of an issue than we first foreseen. And you have all started feeling the effects of sleep deprivation, which is weird because you should have only lost one night of sleep, which sure makes you irritated and shit, but shouldn't be giving you the very intense symptoms that you are having now. Those symptoms from character to character can go from hallucinations, bad attitudes, just really just can't read, nothing is focusing correctly, which is in something I want to note on. When you're in dreams, you can't read, you can't feel pain, you can't do or see, you can't literally you can see somebody and be like, oh, that's that person, but really it's just amalgamation of people because your head will just put somebody together. Also, when you're sleeping, if you are very anxious, just fun little fact, just because I did a project on it while I was in college, if you have dreams about losing your teeth or something happening to one of your limbs or something super tragic happening, it usually means you are very intensely stressed. So
that must explain why I'm always having dreams of me or someone else dying.
Yeah, that probably is not great.
Damn.
I always wake up in a terror and sweat with spiders crawling all over me.
No, thank you.
I don't know what that means. I'm gonna ignore
We're all
it, though.
anxious motherfuckers.
Yeah, I'm gonna ignore it, though.
I'm gonna ignore
the best mental health is to ignore your issues.
I recognize that I have mental health disorders, but I'm also not going to do anything about it because I'm poor.
Yep, same here. I don't even have health insurance.
I don't even go outside.
Yeah, right. Why would I need health insurance if I don't go anywhere? That's my logic, and I'm sticking to it.
Let me write down something real fast and then we can get into it. I don't need Go Team Alpha. That will not help me with what I need to do.
No, how fucking dare you? Those
way.
Idiots can't do anything right.
Yeah, right. I scrolled up, by the way, in my
do we need to have some
10.
Cecil energy in here today?
No, leave the horniness at home.
I really wish you would have seen my face when you did that. Because that was probably one of the funniest faces I have ever made in any recording. Because I didn't know how to handle the situation at all. All right, sweet. Let's go. All right, awesome. So, where we left off, Remy, you were in a hallway and you started having hallucinations and everything because for some reason your RP skills went 10 when you were supposed to be at a 4. And
it was the greatest acting I've ever done in my life.
And I
granted you the gift of hallucinations because you were already there.
Yeah. This sounds so much fun.
All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to have all of us roll for initiative.
Oh, fun.
I don't even have my sheet pulled up.
I have not used this dice in a hot minute.
What's my initiative?
I was about to say, where the fuck did initiative go?
Oh, you never have us roll initiative. Where is it?
Let's use my red and gold dice this time.
Not using that dice for the rest of the game.
Did you get a nat 20?
No.
Oh,
okay.
Okay.
I got a 25 total.
Okay.
I got a 28 total.
Okay.
I have a +6 to initiative, so a 7.
Nice.
Oh,
So
that
wait,
was the laugh.
that means
That was the laugh.
since
That
she
was
rolled
the laugh.
since she rolled a nat 1, which is a critical failure, she goes first, right?
Yeah, that's how that works.
It could, honestly.
Who's to say that ones are bad?
Who's to say?
The fucking dice
Just
police.
use your number
Gary
1.
Gygax is dead. He can't say shit.
As someone who rolled,
Fuck you, Gygax.
Gygax didn't even make the system.
And
Yeah,
it's
but
funny
he's the
too because
dice
Gygax
police.
is also like a misogynist piece of shit, I think.
Was he?
I think so.
Oh my god.
Okay, so funny as it is, Britton, even though you were the one that rolled the 1, you rolled the 28 this time, which is the highest of initiative. So congrats, you go first.
What am I looking at though?
What are we doing?
No, I'm just this is what's going on. So
Oh, is this the
Michael-
order in which we're gonna be in hell?
yep.
Oh god.
So Michael blinks. And it's just like a quick, like, close eyes, open eyes, like easy, normal blink. When Michael opens up his eyes, he's in his old teenage bedroom.
No.
Immediately no.
Cause I'm just a teenage dirtbag baby.
What's that TikTok trend going around right now? It's teenage dirtbag years.
That's literally what we just sang.
Yeah, that's literally what we. So, can you describe your teenage room, Michael's teenage room, to us?
White walls that have pillows.
There's pillows in the white walls.
Yes.
Okay.
One singular window, probably west facing, and he's got like a steel metal bed that's just got a white pillow on it and a white sheet.
Okay.
Cozy.
Oh yeah.
So your alarm is going off because even though you are in this shitty, like, hellscape of a place that you are basically trapped in, you still have to go to school. Like, people would notice if, like, Astoria had a child that just wasn't going to school. So tell me Michael's, like, daily plan to just, like, get up and just finally be able to leave his house.
For him, it's basically like the normal like high school bullshit of getting up because he just kind of throws on clothes and he just goes to school. He doesn't really get any breakfast or anything. He just up and starts walking.
Okay. Now, when you do leave your room, by the way, because this is the one time that your room does get unlocked for you, so your room gets unlocked, and when you walk out, it isn't like a lab. It isn't what you're expecting to be. It's like the lavish house that Astoria keeps, and you're just kind of in the kennel in the corner. So you're still in like a relatively like nice not like cozy, like rich person house, like the house that you're just like, ooh, you have money, but I can't touch anything. It's like that kind of situation that's going on. Yeah. There's a bunch of kind of like butlers running around making sure everything is perfect for Astoria, and before you can leave, one of them looks at you and goes, Master Astoria, because you don't go by Malibu yet, so they see you as Michael Astoria.
I just got it that his last name isn't Astoria.
You mean you just got it that his last name wasn't Malibu?
Yeah, I just realized that they... I'm an idiot. Continue.
Master Astoria, your mother will be back tonight around 9:30. Her conference, from what I can tell, went fairly well. I just wanted to let you know so you could come home early, just in case.
I'm flipping the thing off and I'm going to school.
All right, cool.
No words spoken.
So while you're headed to your little dream hellscape of school, we will go to Oswald. So, Oswald, what happens with you is from what I remember, you're just like chilling on a chair inside the Airbnb in Anchorage. You're just like trying to chill the fuck out while Zach is going to get food for you that won't like make you guys pass out, essentially. And you do a very slow blink because you're like you're feeling it. You're feeling a little bit haggard. You're not feeling 100% okay, and you know the reason why. But when you blink and open your eyes, you're in the middle of downtown Anchorage, and people are rushing by you, and they're on their phones, and they're like busy doing whatever business they need to, and they're not really paying attention to you. But you also notice that you are currently looking up. You are not the normal height that you were.
Okay. So I am a child.
I really wish child.
No.
A child. That's what I immediately thought of too.
I sent Elena those YouTube things, and she was immediately upset. She was
I did not like disappointing. I thought it was going to be so much funnier than what it was. The meme is ruined. So all these people are rushing by you and everything, and you hear behind you, Oswald, just something that sounds familiar to you, but it's just like, Oswald, Ozzy, and it's your mother that you hear, and you can hear her frantically looking for you, and she sounds really upset that you were lost, and she's like running around and looking and going like, oh my god, where'd he go? Have you seen a little boy with like bright blue eyes? Everyone's just looking at her annoyed, like, lady, you lost your child, that's your problem. And she finally like finds you, and I forgot the name that you gave your mother because
It's okay, I forgot to.
It's okay, give us a second. It's not Patricia.
Was it a Google Doc?
So, just by the way, if anybody, this is all that was going to get cut out. Just by the way, if anybody is like, that isn't the names James gave Kyle's parents. Kyle didn't like the name, Nandor, we did not remember it, so we just gave them new names. Haha. Oh well.
We do what we want. It's our podcast.
And I thought it was more fitting for the player to give his parents his own names. So you see your mother, Oswald, your beautiful mother, Josie, run up to you, and she's just like, there you are. I thought I lost you. Oh my god. I told you not to let go of my hand.
Hold on, I'm trying to figure out it.
You have to do Morty from Rick and Morty.
Do the cute little voice you did in our Christmas episode.
Geez, Mom.
Yeah, that was it. You had to go Morty with it. I don't know
about this one, Rick.
It's that, but a little bit more high pitched.
Yeah, I don't. Fuck, I'm tired, man. I don't know if I can do this. All right.
Quick, go back and listen to the episode that we did for Christmas. This will just be another promo.
Oh, I just found the backstory thing too, and I would like to make it known that I put a title page on here that looks actually kind of nice, and it says Oswald Silver backstory because I have to.
What a fucking nerd! You put a title page on?
Oh
I think he did.
I
I
was
think he
doing
did
it
it out of spite.
sarcastically.
I think he did it out of spite. Because I told him I would take away all of his hero points if he didn't give me a fucking full backstory.
I'm still gonna call you a fucking nerd.
And then down below, like it's one of those pages where it's got like a really, really big header, and then down at the bottom of the title page is like the date, the name, and all that.
Oh, an ML or an APA format.
Yeah. And I said January 1st, 2022, Allie Goins Inc. Deadlines are fun.
Yeah, I gave him a deadline on it. I said, if you do not give it to me at this time, because I know if I didn't give him a deadline, it wouldn't have happened. So,
yep. Also, I like the names I gave for my parents, actually.
Yeah.
Oh, and
Josie
also
and
I
Jace.
said Peter, being the evil ass fuck he is.
Yes, that was something that was on your professional backstory.
Professional backstory. Ass fuck. It's what needs to be right then and there.
That's like I'm rewatching Supernatural, and that's like Castiel walking up to his brother with a holy oil Molotov and saying, "Hey, ass butt." Which is, I don't know. It's just funny that an angel is calling his brother ass butt, but you know.
All right, come on, Kyle.
I can't remember the fucking voice, man.
It's just Morty, but high pitched.
Just talk how you normally do, but a little bit more high pitched. I hate myself.
I'm gonna talk like that from now on.
No, I appreciate this. This is
No,
good.
I'm not doing that voice for fucking child Oswald. I wouldn't blame it if my mom just punted me down the street and left me there. Oh, God.
You never know. It can always happen.
Yeah, right. I roll for annoying my mother until she leaves me.
I
There's a
roll for
reason I love
abandonment
computer.
issues.
Yeah, right.
Okay.
I don't know. Why am I struggling so hard with this?
Kyle, just fucking do your voice, but high pitched.
I'm sorry, Mom.
There you go.
There it is.
I was
Like-
staring at the sky.
You're always. That sounds like something awesome.
That does sound like something Oswald would do. You can't lie about that shit.
Nope. That's why I said it.
She goes, where we're going, you can look up at the sky there. This place gets really, really busy, and I don't want to lose you again.
Okay. Can I
Okay.
ride on your shoulders?
I'm not your father. I can't handle. Well, you can do it with Daddy later.
Sorry, I muted myself to clear my throat. Okay.
Okay.
And then I
she-
just go back to holding her hand, walking, and
Yeah.
staring at the sky at the same time.
Well, she picks you. You're at least like resting on her hip at this point. Like you're
Oh.
at least like being like held like a baby. You're what you can tell from what this like body is dream state wise is you can tell you're either between 3 and 5 right now. Like you're baby.
Okay.
And what was the age that Oswald lost his parents again?
7.
7. Perfect. Awesome.
We're accelerating that timeline.
So she starts walking you up to what you remember to be kind of like her office area of where she worked. She's technically remote, but she has a separate office like area that she rents personally to get away from the house when she's working because she can't focus on house stuff and work at the same time. She goes, come on, we can go to my office and you can look at the sky from my big window that you like doing.
I get visibly excited.
Good. So as you guys are going to her office, can you give me a will save, Oswald?
What's in it for me?
You not dying.
Possibly.
That's a 21 total.
21 total. All right.
Okay, so you're still kind of like in this spot, and she takes you up the elevator into a very, very large like office building that very much is for just renting out office spaces for like remote jobs like this, because in the future that's just what happens, and I feel like that makes more sense. So as you guys get into her office area, she just sort of puts you down, lets you do what you want to, and what happens is little baby Oswald, I'm gonna say, does a blink. He blinks again. Or how about this? No. When the door opens to the office, because I knew how I wanted to do this and I don't want to keep you blinking. When the door opens to the office, you're suddenly a teenager. And you're looking at this vacant open office that, because she has rent already on a periodic thing, it wasn't vacated, so it still has all of her stuff in it. And you're around the age of 16 now when you're looking at everything around you. It has just piles of dust everywhere. It's like a nice little film of it.
In her office, you mean?
In her office, yeah.
Okay.
There's the computer that's now outdated, obviously. There's some books and like notes that are on her computer space. Do you want to do anything?
She had like a desk, right?
Yeah, you're looking basically at her desk right now.
Okay. I want to go over to the desk and like kind of just stare at it for a minute.
Okay.
Thinking about all the good times, and then I want to like, I don't know.
Like, there's
very much like
journals.
cinematically like wipe away the dust and start like looking at some of the stuff there.
Okay, cool. So there's journals, there's notepads. The computer still looks like it's like quote unquote like working. So like if you want to turn that on, that's an option.
Yeah, I suppose. Why not?
Okay, you didn't say yes to any of that. You just said, I suppose, why not?
Well, that is a yes.
Which one? Which one are you doing?
I'll look through a couple of the folders just out of curiosity, and then after I do that, I will turn on the computer. Okay,
so on one note, you see something that says, it looks like a little calendar event, almost. And it says AMP date, and then it goes the restaurant name, which is just like one of the fancier restaurants that are definitely like in the area. And then it gives like a date and time.
And I'm guessing that's the day and time that they disappeared.
Yeah. That was the last date that you saw them, was before they left that night.
I'm going to reach here a little bit. Do I see like any other names like dinner with so-and-so?
It just says A and P.
And obviously I'm not going to think too much about that at 16.
Do you want to open up her computer?
Yeah, I just put the paper down, I sigh, and then I'll open up the computer and see what I can find.
Okay. Well, you go to open up the computer. Once you turn it on, and it like takes like 15 minutes to boot up because it's old. And it needs to think about its entire existence as being a computer. The opening screen turns on. Because this office was mainly locked to her and her specifications, and it had your specifications in it just in case like you got locked out or something. she wasn't really worried about people like going into her stuff because she wasn't that type of person. If anything, she was just like a normal contract worker that would just do random side jobs, kind of like you, Oswald, to get by. And so you open up her computer and you see like if anybody listening to this has like any form of Apple products, any form of Mac products, you can actually text from your computer if you also have like an iPhone. So like all of her texts come up, you see like her email things come up and her schedule comes up.
I mean, if the schedule comes up, I'll scan through it.
Schedule says on that same day that was on that note card, it basically says like double date with Avery and Peter, and then it has like the date and time, and then it has a bunch of other just like miscellaneous, like this is due here, this is due then, this is due then, need to talk to this client here, and it just like is an amalgamation of things. It says like Oswald is getting like interviewed for an elementary school here, and like there's like a bunch of just like family stuff mixed in with work stuff mixed in with just like normal activities.
Did you mean to say the names for A and P?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Because she wrote out Avery and Peter.
Okay, well, you said on the calendar that it just says A and P. So I was
Yeah,
like,
it said on the
says that.
No, on the little notepad that she did just to make a quick note of it before she put it in her computer, it just said A and P.
Yeah, and I mean, obviously, when I'm 16, I'm not going to think too much of those names. So I I start to repress some of the memories that I had with her.
Mm-hmm.
Because, you know, obviously I cared about my parents. So.
Okay. So are you going to stay here for a little bit?
Yeah. There's a chair at the desk?
Yeah, you can go rifling through things.
Yeah, I'm just going to sit at the desk and just stare for a bit.
Okay. So we're going to move to River, and River kind of does that slow close of the I'm not going to fall asleep, I'm just resting my eyes sort of move. And she is suddenly back in like it's like none of this ever happened, and it was just a very easy, simple life. And she's in the middle district, and she's looking at her father, Ezra. She's looking at her mother, Harper, and she's being casually just bombarded and annoyed by Hood, or as she knows him, Robin, who's just kind of talking about how good of a day he had at school and how he does not want Joy to be at his high school because she's just a year away from that. But my God, he's afraid of all of his friends immediately trying to hit on her, because if they do that, he'll have to kill them. And that's just the law of being a big brother. And she's just like around talking with her parents, having a good time, and her dad's just like looking at his watch, and he goes, "Oh, I have a late night foraging mission outside of the walls of Eden, so I need to go. I hope everybody has a good rest of your night." They all like say good night, Dad, and Harper goes night, honey, and he leaves. And like it's like a nice like this would have been your life if everything didn't go to shit sort of like situation. And now we go to Remy, who rolled a 7. So Remy, the last thing you remember fully in your body was you were staring at a wall. And that was a nice wall. That was a good wall.
That was a nice boulder.
And suddenly
That's
You're
not a boulder. That's a rock.
Suddenly, like a door appears in front of you.
Ooh.
Do you go through it or do you just stare at it like an idiot?
I feel like I stare at it like an idiot for a minute or two, and then I open the door.
Okay. When you open the door, you're suddenly in a completely different spot. Actually, you know this spot very well. You know this spot exactly because this used to be like your favorite spot in Eden in the upper district. It was the shopping district.
Ooh.
And
Roll for shopping.
and all of a sudden next to you, it's like your best friends. It's Izzy and it's River.
Interesting.
And Izzy is just like so happy to see you because like everybody just came back from spring break, like including River. River looks a little bit different from what you would think that you would remember her as, but also this feels correct. River has her hair up and it's very long. It's like long and sleek and all black and it's like in a high ponytail. She has like a cute little Peter Pan neck, little Peter Pan colored like shirt that is black and a little bit cropped with like a cute little like black schoolgirl skirt. But she still has like a nose ring because she's edgy. You do notice while you're walking that Izzy is more eyeing up River than she is you at this point, Remy.
Okay. That's fine.
Because Izzy has like the full side cut rainbow hair, like full punky feel. You look like the odd duck in this group. However, you look like you definitely belong with them. You look like you're the one that like holds them down. Like you ground everybody because these two are a chaotic nightmare.
This sounds very familiar.
So, what do you do in the shopping district?
I imagine that we go to future Starbucks and then we go to future Target and then we go to future
Sam's Club.
Future Sam's Club.
Can we say that Starbucks actually legally?
I just need to make it clear there are definitely more designer places that you are going to, like Louis Vuitton.
Okay, but I don't know designer places. I live in the backwoods of Pennsylvania. Target is the cool place to go to.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Then I will list all of the designer places and all of the designer things that Remy has.
I know Kate Spade.
Well, like, okay, imagine this, right? It's the future, so Target is going to become like a super place. So maybe Target has like a bunch of little stores on the inside of it.
Like, I feel like Remy is very Chanel, very Kate Spade, very
Kate Spade all the way, baby.
She's very she like likes it because it looks like clean and pretty, but like also it's like has a little bit of edge to it, but it's like not a lot. And River was more into like the Louis Vuitton and the Prada. She only goes to Prada because she really likes the perfume there. And Izzy is still like, everybody's still like casually edgy here, but they do definitely like the designer projects. But there's like, oh my god, I forgot what the other ones were called. Izzy more goes to like Yeezys and like kind of more of like the like edgier but higher up brands.
God, Yeezy is still around.
Yeezy's still around. You think they would die with Kanye? Hell no.
Jesus.
Who actually says that Kanye is dead? Maybe he's like, immortal.
Maybe Kanye transcended into godhood.
That was his mutant power, was immortality.
So you have a very expensive shopping spree, and as you feel like you're going into like the last store, you get kind of poked on your shoulder.
What do you do when you get poked on your shoulder?
I obviously turn around and I'm like, can I help you?
And you see this. At this point, Remy, you are your normal age. I just need to make that clear. You aren't younger. You aren't older. You are your age right now.
Oh, so you're telling me I'm not an old biddy?
No, you're not.
Damn.
So
get off my lawn.
As you turn around, you see this really handsome guy.
No. Allie!
Peter has a boner for you. I don't know what to tell you.
Told you they dream fucked.
No, they are!
He has a kind of like suit jacket on. He looks like really cleaned up. He has like this sandy blonde hair that's like kind of slicked back, but like not a lot. It looks like he put effort into it, but like not really. And like these really like intense gray eyes. And he's like a 6'4", so he's like sitting at like your perfect height. He has like a little bit of muscles underneath his jacket, but like
swimmer body, kind of.
Yeah, kind of like swimmer body, but like a little bit bulkier.
Yeah,
a little bit, like a touch. Hi.
Well, I don't know how to respond because I'm so used to being a bitch. Do I recognize this man at all?
Do you see him and think he's pretty?
You should roll for how horny you are right now.
That's what I was about to do. It's somewhat horny. It's a 13.
A little bit. That's so disheveled.
Because Remy is screaming in my head right now, like, don't you dare do this. But I have to. So I'm just going to say, well, hi there. And I'm just going to bat my eyes.
I just want you to know the Peter in my head right now just went, oh, this is a fun Remy. I like this Remy.
In another universe, we could have been.
Yeah, you are right now. What are you talking about?
Right? It was the same universe.
But I don't want to be with the next Hitler.
You know what? If you were to take some of the shit that we say out of context, I feel like it would be really fun.
What do you think the entire blooper reels are for?
I swear to God, at the end of like the previous episode, you should have just this snippet. Next time on Dice Drop Evolution, I don't want to be with the next Hitler.
He looks at you and smiles, and he goes, I just saw you around, and I couldn't help but to stop and say hi.
Okay,
Cute.
then I immediately have my hands behind my back and I give them the signal of like cute, kind of stalkerish, which is just like 1-2-1.
Is this Izzy and River?
Yeah, this is to Izzy and River.
Okay. River just like very lightly to Izzy goes, should we go deal with that? And she was just like, no, we'll wait. We have to wait it out because sometimes she can handle it by herself. River's like, all right, that sounds good.
That's right. I can still be a bitch.
Roll for bitchiness.
Funny.
Not 20.
So he just goes, I'm sorry if that sounded weird, by the way. I just, you're incredibly gorgeous, and I just had to stop and say hi.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, baby, are you the bottom of my laptop? Because you're really hot, and I'm getting nervous.
Then I'm just gonna say, yeah, believe it or not, this kind of happens a little bit more often than you think. Though it's not as annoying now. And I bat my eyes some more.
And he's just like, oh, that's good to hear. I'm Peter. What's your name?
Okay, hearing the name Peter, does that strike a chord?
You can do a will save for me and we can find out.
Use the nice dice. Okay. I've upped my will, so that is a 10 plus 9, 19. It probably doesn't do shit.
Nope.
Okay.
Nope, not even a little tingle. You're just like, yeah, Peter.
Down. Be like, hi, my name is Remy Monet Lancaster.
It's like to see his Peter, if you know what I mean.
Shut the fuck up, Kyle. There's only one penis for Remy. And right now it's Peter.
That's
All
the out
right.
of context quote right there. There's only one penis for Remy.
Tee.
I also need to make everybody just know this because I know this. I hated the fucking last name James put for Peter, so I just changed it.
What was his last name
old
before?
last name?
It was Lemaster.
Ew.
That's like
So I-
Discord mod, like
So
like Fedora tipping.
Didn't he have Hood's last name is Masters?
Yeah.
Does he have no fucking creativity in terms of coming up with names?
Well, I just changed Peter's last name to Reeves because I think it's Ravis is the French name for dreams.
Oh, that's cool.
Imagine what it's like to actually use creativity.
Oof.
It's wild.
What a concept.
Peter looks down and he just goes, "Can I go and buy you a coffee or something?" I mean,
Do it.
Michael's supposed to be Remy's love interest. Peter comes up to seduce Remy. Michael, do it.
Fucks up that guy. Then we're done with this campaign.
No, this is me being excited for this. Michael would hate this, but
Okay, so I then say, Will, and I gesture over my shoulder. I'm currently with my friends right now, so it's not the best time unless you want them to join us. And then I give the hand signal with my other hand.
That's a fucking stupid joke that we've made.
I do 2-4-2. As in date, but y'all are coming.
He
In my
stops and goes,
other hand.
he goes, "Oh
With
no,
my other hand.
that's fine. I have some friends too. Then we can all hang out." And he kind of motions over his friends. One has short black hair and green eyes and is he's a little bit shorter than what Peter is, but he's looking at Remy. He has a little bit more of tattoos going up his arms, and he goes, "Hi, I'm Zach."
Oh no! That's not Zach.
And someone who has again more of a short brown haircut, more pouty lips, more sculpted eyebrows. She has a tinier little waist, and she comes up and she goes, "Hi, I'm Artemis."
Hello, we meet again.
And if you turn around, you can just see Dream River eyeing up Dream Zach, and it's real horny.
Roll for horniness.
7.
Yes.
So, do you motion them to come over?
Yeah. I then give the thumbs up signal.
River comes up and goes, "Hi," and Izzy's like staring at Artemis like
As
she is a goddess from above. And she just goes, "Hi," and all of them go, "Do you want to go get coffee?" And River is just immediately just like staring only at Zach, and she goes, "Uh-huh." This River is very easily bemused. All right. So while you guys go and get coffee with Peter, hi Michael, back to you. So as you are headed to school, the school you go to is like it's the one of the two schools that are in Eden. Sorry, I burped. One of the two schools that are in Eden. And there's one in the upper district and one in the middle district. And where you're going is the one in the upper district because, you know, you live up there, so why wouldn't you? Well, as soon as you get to school, the halls are packed, and they're packed with like a bunch of people. Do you have any friends, or do you generally try to stay away from people?
Just the way that you ask that question is funny. Do you have any friends?
I don't know what Michael does.
I know what you meant.
Skills.
It's just funny.
Michael tries to stay away from those people right now. Back in his high school days.
Okay, so you don't really have any friends.
Nope.
All right. So when you walk in, people sort of like it's like a normal thing when you walk into school is people just generally try to stay away from you because like you kind of tell me if this is wrong. Tell me you're like, no, this isn't how I feel like he would act, which is fine if that's the case. But I would say you're pretty standoffish in high school then. You're very much if you talk to me, I will just look at you like if I could kill you with my eyesight, I will.
Yep.
All right, cool. Yeah, so because of that, people try to stay away from you for the most part.
It's fine.
There's a few like stragglers that are like walking along, and then the bell goes off for your first class, which is labs, which is probably your least favorite class for obvious reasons.
Oh, good.
And when you walk in to labs, everybody's like getting together and like talking, and then the teacher actively is writing down names on the board, and you see like, and it's like a chart of like the seats and everything, and it says Michael Astoria and Remy Lancaster sit at toward the back of the room for lab partners.
Oh dear. Okay, so, Michael will go sit in his seat and just wait there.
So, while you're waiting, the beautiful Remy Lancaster, the most popular girl in school. She's also the smartest.
Cue my Regina George entrance.
Just like walks in. Everybody's scared of her, but also they want to be her.
Didn't Regina also get hit by a bus?
Yeah, absolutely. Totally get hit by a bus.
So, Remy, explain what Remy looks like in her nice teenage years. Do like the perfect Michael Malibu teenage girl dream. Thank you.
Okay, so I would imagine Remy still has like the same looks, but instead of being blonde, we're going full Sophie Turner, and she has the red hair.
Oh,
Still
no.
has her brown eyes.
Rude.
You already
First off, rude.
killed him. You already killed him.
But you can tell it's not like the natural hair color. Like someone told her along the lines, you would look really good with red hair, and dyed her hair red, but it looks natural enough. But like the people who know her know that it's dyed red. Like that kind, like, but it's not like,
yeah, it's like a copper.
Yeah, but it's not like ketchup. So
Yeah.
one of the reasons why I'm terrified of dyeing my hair.
You don't like ketchup colored hair? What?
No.
Oh,
No.
I've had ketchup colored hair.
I know.
So still has the same looks, still has like the kind of spunky energy, just like the light of I don't know, like the things that people say when people die when they're too young. They were just the light of the room and shit and blah blah blah.
That's
But,
exactly
like-
what I want people to say about me. Word for word.
Kyle is what one would call the death of the party.
Yeah.
And she's like carrying like, so like those cool backpacks that like you could never have when you were like a kid because your parents were like, no, we need to buy you the backpack that's going to last all 4 years, kid.
Absolutely not. My mom spoiled me.
Nope, my parents did the lip slap. I still
was
have
that
my high
kid.
school backpack.
I still have my college backpack. It's a Swiss Army backpack. That thing has gone through hell and back. But like the super nice, like not designer backpack that breaks after a few uses.
Is it like the little tiny backpacks, or are you carrying like a purse?
Like the knapsack backpack, like the cool ones.
The knapsack backpack.
Yeah, where it's
You mean the
like,
one that like has a flip open top or whatever?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Oh,
That's it.
those. Got it.
Yes, she has one of those, and she comes and she saunters over. Her hips are swish, 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 and she just looks gorgeous. Right now, she is currently wearing, because she has gym today as a part of her electives, she's currently wearing some nice yoga pants and a nice t-shirt, and she still looks stunning. I don't know what it is. And her hair is very long. She's not wearing it in a braid.
Okay.
I don't know what it is, man. She still looks great. It's just so weird.
It's like someone
Doesn't
decides
flow.
exactly how she looks.
Yeah, right?
Michael will flip up his hoodie top
Mhm.
and just like grab the strings on it and yank them as close as possible.
So then as she comes over, she's going to hold out her hand and say, hi, my name's Remy Monet Lancaster. I don't recognize you. Are you new here? If so, I would have been told because I'm a part of the welcoming committee, and I'm so sorry if I haven't been able to welcome you around the school yet.
Michael, you've been going here for 3 years.
You
Even better.
Remy would have noticed him before.
Michael's just kind of look at her awkwardly through the little gap in in his sweater, and like reach out a hand, and you'll hear him mumble, "My name is Michael."
Oh, nice to meet you, Michael. And I sit right on down, and I'm just like, so what are we doing today in labs? And I'm looking at him. What does it say that we're doing?
If you look at the laptops that were placed in front of you, it does have a lesson plan of kind of just like working on a healing serum. It's a pretty easy healing serum to do. It's just kind of teaching you the ins and outs and like measuring system of the new like chemicals and stuff that are used because of science and accelerated healing due to the science, to like have as one of your like junior projects.
Ooh, okay. I'm just like, ooh, this is interesting. Don't you think this is just awesome?
Choo-choo.
The teacher kind of comes up to you, Michael, and goes, Michael, why is your hoodie like that?
Because it is. I don't know.
Can you take it off so you can do your work?
I can see.
I put your hood down.
Fine. And he'll take off his hood, but you can see his face is like 20 shades of red.
So, I'm gonna guess the reason you caved that quickly is because you don't want anything going back to your mother. Is that correct? Was that the correct assumption? Awesome. Good. Good. So, Remy, when he takes down his hood, this man is a Dr. Pepper can colored red, and you can do with that nonsense as you may. My favorite thing is to fluster Michael, and and for Britain to get back of me, he flirts with NPCs that I'm not prepared for. I feel like this is a lot of
Payback's a bitch, isn't it? Is the teacher still there?
The teacher kind of walked away. She's like halfway down the aisle, but if you want to stop her, you can.
Based upon the conversation that me and Skag had separately,
oh no.
I don't know if I should do this or not. Hold on. Let me think about it. Let me think this through for a hot second. Okay, that convinced me.
That took a lot of convincing.
I'm going to stand up and I'm going to say, "Excuse me," and then I don't know what the teacher's name is.
The teacher just turns around and goes, "Yes."
You are infringing upon, and I point to him in a very like Ace Attorney, Phoenix Wright kind of a way. You are infringing upon my fellow classmates' rights in just having his hood up. Clearly, he is having a moment right now and does not want to be seen or heard. So I think that you should allow him to be able to have his hood up in order to have a safe classroom environment.
You see Michael kind of like slide down on the chair.
Good.
Based upon our student handbook, we are allowed to be able to wear sweatshirts in school. Now, if someone is not feeling at their safe and comfortable environment, I see that we need to, and then she turns to her and points at her, that you need to consider the way that you have your classroom laid out in order to have a safe, student-centered environment in terms of our learning experiences.
Michael just gets redder because he's even more the center of attention now.
You can see him starting to turn purple.
Judge, look at that. He's not even breathing.
She looks at you, Remy, and goes, "Remy, have you been going into your father's law books again?"
I swear to God, I'm now in Clueless. And I'm just like, no, I have not. I have been studying because I plan on being a lawyer when I grow up. And this is unconstitutional. And she slams her hand onto the desk table.
Remy, you were a microbiologist last week, and now you're a lawyer?
Listen, I can decide what I want because my dreams are my own. I don't have to listen to you.
Michael will reach up and grab her by the bicep and just kind of scooch up. He'll just like look at her and give her a nod and stuff.
Okay, then I keep talking, and I'm just, and then I'm like, I feel
her the green flag.
I'm just like, and just because that I felt like last week I wanted to be a microbiologist, just like my mama, does not mean that I cannot just decide that I want to become a lawyer. Maybe next week I want to be a painter. Maybe next week I want to be a model. Maybe next week I want to be some. And how old is she?
17.
No, I'm talking about the teacher.
Oh, the teacher?
Mm-hmm.
She's probably in her early 30s.
Maybe I don't want to be some washed up teacher who wants to pick on their students.
Uh-oh.
She pushes a button on her remote and it brings up this holographic school thing of the school guidelines where it says sweatshirts are permitted, however, hoods must be kept down, along with no hats. And she's just like, "It's in the guidelines, Miss Lancaster. Sit down."
I'm having flashbacks to high school now.
So then I stand up on the table and I am just like, "Ladies and gentlemen."
Captain, my captain, this shit.
Like, Ladies and gentlemen of the classroom, I understand that I am taking up your time in order for science, and science is important, yes. But do you not agree that if you are not feeling your best, then
You
you
see
need
her
to take a
lightly
mental
push
health
a button.
day?
You see her lightly push her button, and all of a sudden you see Gina and Izzy come in. They're like, Remy, not again. Remy, not again. Remy, sit down.
And essentially it somehow ends up with her being taken out by like the principal or whoever, and her end up yelling, and this is impeachment of our First Amendment right to assembly and protest.
Fucking your teacher is literally just like,
Jesus Christ.
those rules are from back in 2010. We are 200 years in the future.
So you're telling me I can't have my right to peaceful protest in the future?
No, you do, but there isn't a lot of them.
Oh boy.
Miss Lancaster, go to the gym and run out your frustrations, I guess. I don't know.
That went completely different than what I wanted.
I mean, it's pretty on par for you as a player, just to like let unhinged shit happen. So
This is true.
But did I win some Michael points?
Yes.
Yes!
I want Michael points.
Yes! All this because me and fucking Skag had a conversation about our characters.
When was this conversation?
It was a secret conversation.
I hate this. I would like not being a part of this.
Hold on. I'll look and see when it was.
We had like a
I'll let you know.
40-minute conversation. Like, it was last Sunday because I was changing out my wardrobe.
Yeah, the 24th.
It was like a 40-minute conversation.
It was, yeah.
So, as that happened, the school bell then, like, not the school, like the class bell rings, Michael, and you can hurriedly get your shit together and kind of run out of the room from that shit.
That took up an entire fucking class period. Jesus Christ.
Of course it did. You're Remy Lancaster.
Michael's gonna be the last one out the room.
Okay. When you walk out of the room, Michael, as soon as you open up the door, you find yourself back in a lab station, but not one at school, one in Astoria Cybertech. And you're on a metal bed, and they are slowly extracting some blood from you to get some DNA.
Okay, does this trigger something in him?
Yeah,
'Cause
do a will save.
he will not. Plus a will save? Oh, sweet. Does a 31 do anything?
Jesus Christ.
The 31 gives you a kind of like a tickle. Like it's like, I have my fight or flight on. Yeah, that's pretty much what it does. So now we're going back to Oswald.
Oh,
Oswald.
goody.
Yay, now you can see how depressed Oswald is.
And
Yeah, basically.
Oswald, when you were staring up at the clouds as a 5-year-old, you kind of... Oh, wait, no, you weren't doing that. You were 16. So how long were you looking through the computer?
I mean, Oswald probably wouldn't have gone to his mom's office for like a long time. So this is probably like the first time he's been there since they disappeared.
Okay.
So he's going to be there for a while. Looking around.
You just find some like old contracts that she had like ready, like, and some things that she had to sign with clients, and some like old emails here and there, but it wasn't anything like You do notice when you open up like one of the drawers, there's like a weird, like tiny, just like table and chair that's like made out of like little toothpicks and like wood, and it's just like in one of her drawers.
Is that something I made?
No.
Okay, well, I carefully pick it up so I don't break it. And I
Okay.
like inspect it. Do I roll anything to look at it, or?
No, you can just look at it. You can see, weirdly enough, that the tiny table has like little imprints, like there was a hot mug on it.
Like, do I have to roll for horniness on how hot this mug was?
No. But you do
My
find
attempt at
it.
a bad joke.
Yeah, well, you do. I don't know how you would like feel about this.
Does it look like the mug was like there recently, or?
No, it looks like it's an older table that hasn't been like, it looks like an actual table, but it's like tiny. It looks like it's just been there, and it definitely looks like it was quote unquote used.
I mean, Oswald's definitely gonna like keep it in his mind for later if it becomes relevant, but right now he doesn't see the relevance to anything.
Okay. So when do you leave the office, or?
Yeah, I would say that Oswald would spend like the majority of the day here, so as the sun starts to go down, he's gonna start heading back to his aunt's.
Okay. When you leave the the office, sorry, when you leave the office, the door, you open it, and then once you open it, you end up, you're like 7 now, and you can hear your mom on the phone. You're not really unsure about the conversation. Like you can kind of hear it in like the background, and you're kind of paying attention to it, but really you're more like focused on what you're playing with or what's on TV or whatever. But it's one of those things where she goes, "No, his powers haven't come in yet. I think it's going to be a few more years before we actually start seeing his powers. I don't know. Maybe he will end up getting the powers that me or Jace have. I'm not sure. Mom, I wish I knew. I'm sorry. Okay, I know you want him to inherit one of our powers, but it's really just, it's not what it's. We don't know, and we'll find out when that happens." Yes, I know you are all about the, I need to find somebody that has similar powers to me to ensure he gets the family's name powers, but that's not what happened. Okay. I will talk to you later. Bye. And she do you like listen to that at all, Oswald, or are you just 100% focused on that TV?
I think I hear like bits and pieces, but whatever's on the TV, it definitely has me like majority focused on that.
Okay. So she comes out of the hallway, like kitchen area, and she goes, "Oh, Oswald, there you are. So tomorrow night, mommy and daddy are going out with some friends. So you're gonna go with Aunt Savannah. Is that okay?"
He just like absent-mindedly watching the TV says, "Yeah, okay."
Okay, awesome. Do you want us to order pizza tonight for you?
Oh, what would Oswald's favorite pizza topping be? I don't know. Ooh. No. I think it would be He's going to say yes. Like, he's going to get very excited and say yes, but then he's going to ask, can we get pepperoni, sausage, and I don't remember the name of that white kind of fluffy cheese. Started with an R, I think. Ricotta, I think.
Ricotta. Yeah, sure. Your father has taught you some refined taste. All right. Let me go order that. And your dad will be home soon, and he has the new video game that you've been wanting. You want to play with that with him?
I get even more excited and I forget about the pizza.
Yeah, good. And she goes into the kitchen quickly, does that order with you, Oswald, and as the night progresses, you can see you had fun time. You had a very good time with your parents that night. You all kind of cuddled together, was very happy, and it was like one of the best family moments you can remember. And then the next night sort of grazes over as you fall asleep in your 7-year-old form. But you're not at your aunt's house like you actually should have been. No, you're at this fancy restaurant that you've your mom has driven by, or you've walked by it a few times. And you see your mom and dad sitting there, a couple of glasses of wine around the table, and you see them with a couple. And the man looks like he's in his early 30s, sandy blonde hair, kind of swept back a little bit. He definitely looks tall for his age. You're 7, so you're not fully sure. But he's with this woman who you've never really seen before. But she has this hair that kind of reminds you of fire. It's red and fluffy, and it kind of goes a little bit past her shoulders, and her eyes from across the room, you can tell that they are just orange and bright, and they kind of remind you of a cat's almost. And she's sitting there smiling, and it seems like everybody's having a good conversation. Oswald, I need you to give me a will save.
Okay. So plus 11. The dice didn't even roll. It just bounced a couple times. But that's a nat 20. I mean, plus 11. So 31.
Perfect, actually. So, Oswald, everything kind of stops. And this form that you're in, this 7-year-old form, kind of grows back into your 25, 26-year-old form, where you're back in the age that you were supposed to be. And that's your mother and father. That's Jason, Josie Silver. But that is also Peter and Avery Rivera sitting around the table and having a double date.
I think in this situation, he's just going to be stunned into silence because he knows that Peter targeted his parents for whatever reason, but he didn't know about this. So,
I mean, how would you know about Avery?
yeah, exactly. So he's just going to be staring. His reaction is just blank. You don't see emotions on his face.
In the shock, much like in a dream when you're shocked awake, this does kind of shock you awake. And you're back in the living room of the Airbnb. You see Michael and you see River where you left them. They kind of look eyes glossed over, dead eyes looking into nothing. But Remy never came back from down the hall.
I'm gonna go down the hall. See if I can figure out where she went.
Remy is not there.
Uh-oh.
In that case, I mean, yeah, when he realizes that she's gone, Oswald is gonna go try to wake up the others.
Okay. So then, Michael, I will need you to give me a will save at advantage for Oswald trying to wake you up, and River will also do the same.
Roll higher than a 31.
32.
No, I have the
It's the ultimate fuck you.
perfect. And where was River?
You said at advantage, right?
At advantage, yep.
Okay, cool. So yeah, not
Nope, that's
disadvantage.
That's Peter's. There we go.
Not this hoe. I want this hoe.
Yep, that's basically what I want. Perfect. So you both passed your will save. So what happened was River was having like a nice like chat with her family, only basically for her to wake up and have everybody be bloody and broken around her. And that's what she woke up to as we'll say she was 15 at the time for that dreamscape. And that's what you woke her up from, Oswald. And Michael was being restrained and getting his blood taken from him at Astoria Cybertech. And that's what you woke Michael up from.
Oh,
Okay.
good.
And River is just sort of looking at you and going, What? Did I fall asleep?
Wow, why did I just draw a blank on Oswald's voice? What the fuck?
Light Boston.
Today's a day, man. I think I'm still like fucked up from getting rear-ended yesterday.
Oh gosh.
Yeah. What the fuck? I can't do it.
It's Light Boston.
I know
He
it
talks
is.
kind of like this. He talks with a Boston accent.
It's Remy. Remy's not here. I have no idea where the fuck she went. She went down the hallway and now she's just gone.
Oh.
I'm just sitting on the toilet asleep.
So at this point, Zach comes back. We don't know how long we were in those little hellscapes that Peter so nicely orchestrated for all of us. But Zach comes back and he goes, I have the food. And Data contacted me and told me that Remy left the house. Have any of you seen her?
What?
She went down the hallway and now she's not there. I have
What?
no idea where she could have gone.
Okay. That's a problem. We should probably go find her.
You'll think.
Yeah. I think we should probably. Are you guys okay? You guys look like, I know you're not okay, but like you look worse than you did when I left.
No, I think would Oswald know that Peter was like rooting around in our memories and fucking with us?
Give me an intellect check.
Okay. Oh, I get a hot +5 to that.
Oswald is not smart.
No. 17 + 5. 22.
Oswald's a little smart. Yeah, you can kind of theorize that that's what's going on right now.
Okay. I look at Zach and I'm like, I think Peter was fucking with us in our dreams because we couldn't sleep and all that. So, yeah. I can only imagine what he's doing in Remy right now.
That's not.
Michael's gonna run out and see where down the hall.
The hall is empty. It's a hall.
Well, to what?
The
Check every
hallway's a
room.
hallway.
That's a hall.
Yeah.
He's gonna check every room.
I went down the hallway.
Well, I would assume there's a door at the end of the hallway.
With family!
There's no door.
Are there stairs?
To go up.
What was
You're
the
not
joke
getting
from the warehouse?
Yeah,
like there
from
was
the
just
warehouse.
a fucking door.
Yeah, it was just a door, even though it was described to us many a times that there were also
We
stairs.
never knew the layout. Yeah.
Where am I?
You guys put a door there. There wasn't a door there. What do you mean there wasn't a door there?
It's our TTRPG. We can do whatever the fuck we want. There's a door there. Where does it go? Nowhere. It's just a door.
Um,
I've been Remy napped.
So before we leave, I am going to show off a beautifully kind of dazed Remy just wandering around the shopping district of Anchorage.
Oh
Ooh.
God, no!
Are you going to be sleep purchasing clothes?
I'm not going to say that is not what she's doing, but I'm definitely not going to say that it is what she's doing.
Okay, so I'm not officially Remy napped. I'm just sleepwalking.
Yeah.
I thought
Well,
I
I
got
mean, if
Remy
you think
napped.
about it, you're asleep, so you're Remy
You
napping.
kind of wandered yourself out of the house.
Okay,
And that is where we will end it.
that's fine. I'm okay with that, as long as I'm not with Peter.
No, you're not.
No,
But
but
You are in
Peter's
your
with
dream.
Good.
Let the
Good
Peter be with
question.
you.
you. Yeah, the Peter.
May the Peter be with you, and also with you.
Hey, hi, hello, friends. It's Allie, your favorite gaming artist. Hi. I hope everyone's having a good time. Seasonal depression is going to start hitting me real soon. So you know what that means? It means Dice Drop's holiday schedule is coming up real fast. I don't know if you guys noticed, but Twitter has been like a huge fucking hellscape lately. Like, fuck Musk, right? Like, who needs that guy? You can still follow us on there. It's dice_drop to follow us if you want to just like hang out and do chaotic antics. If you don't feel like doing that, you want to just join our Discord and join those chaotic antics, you can totally do that with everything that's down below. Let's say, Allie, I don't have Discord or I don't have Twitter. What do? You can follow us at Tumblr at Dice Drop Evolution. We're chaotic there too. We're chaotic everywhere. You can find us being chaotic in those places. As always, this podcast is sponsored by Green Ronin. You can go to greenroninstore.com, put in that little promo code Dice Drop once you get all your little gaming stuff together and get some money off. 'Tis the season, right? For gift giving. You want to give your friend a gift and you want to save money? Do that. It's fucking great. You can get a PDF or an actual book. I think you can get merch now, too. Hell yeah. Go Green Ronin. If you want, like, I don't know, start a podcast for Christmas, why the hell not? This job market's a fucking joke. If you want to start a podcast, try to do what we do. Zencaster. Zencaster is what we use to record everything for Dice Drop. You can use our promo code down below and get 30% off Zencaster Professional for 3 months. Wow, yay. Promotions. Now, guys, you're probably wondering, hey, Allie, holiday schedule, where's that? When's that happening? Holiday schedule is coming up real fast, guys. So our next episode is going to be December 2nd, and then December 16th is going to be our holiday special, and then December 30th is going to be our blooper reel. Now, if you wanted to hear that blooper reel sooner than everybody else, you could have been a member of our Ko-fi. Yeah. And guess what? They're going to get the next blooper reel a lot sooner. And you know, if you don't feel like being a member, you can like hop on over and just like do a one-time donation to help out some chaos demon gremlins. And if you want to get something out of it, we also have a merch shop where we have fun little shirts and everything. So yeah, go check that out. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your week and or weekend, day or night, whenever you are listening to this. Bye, friends. All right.
My brother's a hoe. Just to let everybody know.